I wonder which listener right now is out there seeing an opportunity, seeing a negative, seeing a challenge, and want to turn that challenge into a positive.
Master Coach Apostle Courtney McLean and Business Coach Zidane Sinister are powered up to share their expertise on the business end.
Today we have with us a multi-talented woman of God who has a passion for education. Our guest today is Mrs. Janelle Alexander Reid, founder and director of the Institute of JAR. Mrs. Janelle Alexander Reid is a graduate of the Michael University and holds a master's degree in education leadership from the University of Technology, Jamaica. Mrs. Reid was a part of the first cohort of the Academy of Women Entrepreneurs through the U.S. State Department in Jamaica. She was vice president of the Young Entrepreneur Association of Jamaica. She represented Jamaica as the Young Leader of America program for young leaders and entrepreneurs in Latin America, Canada, and the Caribbean. She is a Rotarian and a former festival queen. Welcome, Mrs. Janelle Alexander Reid.
Thank you for having me.
It's certainly a pleasure to have you, and we are excited to have you. We are so honored with your presence, and we love what you're doing with empowering ladies across the world. And so tell us more about the Institute of JAR and what services do you offer?
The Institute of JAR, we're a skills training and entrepreneurship institution registered with the Ministry of Education. We provide women with the opportunity to become financially and socially independent through the short courses that we offer. So we offer an array of short courses: events planning and decorating, floral arrangement, makeup artistry, entrepreneurship, and a list of other vocational areas.
Yes, that sounds like a really total empowerment of young ladies that are desirous of having the skill training, and then later they can turn that into what is called business. Earlier we spoke and you mentioned to us that a part of the service that you offer, you also give young ladies an opportunity to learn more about entrepreneurship. Will you care to expound a little bit on that first?
Right, so when we have our courses, we have entrepreneurship laced in our courses. So you learn a skill and then we teach you how to use that skill to start a business. So we walk you from starting the business, registering the business, and helping you to grow and market the business.
That is certainly, I must say, I applaud you for doing that, because what it does is that most times persons have the skill, but then they don't know how to start the business of the business. So that I really applaud you, and I do welcome and encourage young women out there who want to learn a skill to certainly visit the Institute of JAR, because she also teaches you how to run business, and that is a study of entrepreneurship. But I'm sure when you started, you must have started with some vision in mind, some mission in mind. What was that, and how have you helped to achieve such a vision and mission?
Our mission is to empower women to become financially and socially independent through skills training and entrepreneurship. And our vision is to become a globally recognized brand for women empowerment.
Yes, and I'm certain you're well on your way in achieving that. So how has that been for you in terms of achieving that vision? Have you seen it being unfold? Have you seen it working? You're seeing your students living the dream and manifesting that power?
Yes, we're seeing it every time we have a director's chat on our page, where we have a page where we feature past students who have started businesses. Yes. It warms our heart to know that students were able to use the skill, learn the skill, and then they went on to start a business. So that always warms our heart.
And that is what I meant when I said she has a heart of giving. She has a heart of education. She has a heart of building Jamaica. Now, we spoke earlier and you made mention that your business started through an experience. Would you care to expound, like, what was that opportunity that arose and how did you seize that opportunity?
Wow. Back in 2018, a friend of mine was in an abusive relationship. And I remember her coming to me in tears, having pursued an events planning and decorating course, but she was never taught the practical component. So she was devastated.
Yes.
Because for her, that was her escape. Then I thought to myself, how could I help my friend and many other women like her to gain financial independence? And in that moment, the Institute of JAR was birthed.
Yes, so what we have happening, listeners and viewers, is that in that essence, she turned a negative into a positive. She saw her friend in need, and what she did was to seize the opportunity and ensure that her friend could get the necessary help. And from that situation, she realized that there are other women in similar position or in similar circumstances that she could reach, and she has reached. And here comes the birth of Institute of JAR. I wonder which listener right now is out there seeing an opportunity, seeing a negative, seeing a challenge, and want to turn that challenge into a positive, into something that could manifest and feed into a business. And that is what Mrs. Alexander Reed has done, and it has now paid her dividend. Now let me ask you, I'm sure your students and persons in which you have trained have gone through many obstacles. What are some of the factors that you may say have hindered some of your students from fulfilling their business potential, and how have you assisted them in reaching so?
Women learning to let go. One of the challenges that we find is that a lot of women in business, they have not yet mastered the art of learning when to let go. So when they are in a difficult situation, let's say you have a staff who is not performing at its best or her best or his best, then we find difficulty in letting go of that staff. Or it may be a chance, an opportunity where you have outgrown the business, but you feel so attached to the business, and you are the one who is preventing you because you are not letting go of the role that you're in to give somebody else the opportunity to help you to grow. So definitely some women have had a challenge in learning to let go in order for them to grow. Another challenge is hiring right.
Yes.
It is very important that as entrepreneurs in selecting our team, that we choose team members that complement our vision and our mission, because whatever your team puts out is also a reflection of you, the entrepreneur.
And in that vein, I just want to augment what Mrs. Alexander Reed has said. Oftentimes as entrepreneurs, we view the business not in terms of people, but in fact, people are the greatest resource to your business. And if you realize that people are the greatest resource to your business, then you treat the business as a family. You treat the business as having that persona so that you can build a culture of who you want to be. And that is what Mrs. Alexander Reed here is speaking. The right persons will get you the right values. The right values will get you the right culture. The right culture will manifest into that dream, that vision in which you have had. I'm sure you must have had several strategic partnerships, right? And those partnerships has helped you to warm you up and to propel you, pivot into reaching where you are today. Mm-hmm. How important would you say is those strategic partnerships, and how important it is to establish those critical partnerships?
It is very important for us as entrepreneurs. For me, it has been very useful and beneficial on my entrepreneurial journey. What it has helped me to do is to reach further faster.
Yes.
If we want to go further, then we definitely need a team to move us further. And for us, it's strategic partners and strategic partnership has also helped me to move across geographical borders, because we have strategic partners in other Caribbean countries.
Yes.
So you're not limiting yourself when you take on the strategic partnership role, and that's what we have done. We believe that we collaborate to be great, and as an entrepreneur at the Institute of JAR, we cannot do it alone, and we rely heavily on our partners to help us to make the vision a reality.
And some of those partners, would you care to mention how have they assisted you in that journey?
So we have had strategic partnership through Hard Trust NSDA, which have helped us to gain our students to get additional certification, additional courses. We have had partnership with Caribbean countries who also help us to expand our reach in other countries, in Grenada, in Trinidad. So we're definitely tapping into those opportunities. We have partnered with the Women's Center. We have done partnership with Heart. We have done partnership with 4-H. We have done partnership with so many other organizations within Jamaica and internationally.
Yes, so strategic partnerships are critical to your growth. It's critical to your next level. So if you're out there as a business partner, or you're out there looking for a business partner, looking for those strategic partnerships, what is happening is that what it does, it expands your reach. Lady Alexander Reid has now reached in the Caribbean because of those strategic partnerships. So if you go out there and network and have those strategic partnerships, what is happening is that your client base has now expanded. You have now expanded into a network in which maybe your cost of goods sold can also be reduced. You have greater efficiency, you have greater reach. And of course, your business will propel to the next level. So make those connections, make those strategic partnerships work for you. Go out there, believe in yourself, believe in your business. What are some of the challenges you would have had in business? I'm sure it wasn't all merry, it wasn't all good, it wasn't all happy. What are some of the challenges you would have had? And name us about 3, and how have you dealt with them?
Challenges in entrepreneurship that I would have experienced. So one challenge would have been having the right team, right? And what I have been able to do along with my board of management, because the Institute of JAR is governed by a board of management, is that we would have been able to put systems in place that would allow us to hire the right fit for our team. So now we have our team who is really like family, and they understand the mission, and we are growing from strength to strength. So putting strategies in place in terms of doing personality testing, doing a comprehensive background check, just doing due diligence in ensuring that the person who you bring onto your team will complement the team and make the team better. So hiring has been one challenge that we have overcome at the Institute of JAR, and we give God thanks for our team members, and we're really grateful for that. Another challenge that we would have had in entrepreneurship is from time to time is to answer to the needs of our students. So it can be a challenge in terms of how do we ensure that we are meeting the needs of our students, because what we want to do at all times is to remain relevant. So how we have been able to do that, we have had a student support officer who is working, hand in hand with our students to ensure that we can serve their needs, how it is that they can help us to make the Institute of JAR better. So we're definitely taking feedbacks on how to grow and how to improve so that we can always remain the choice for our students.
But I'm sure, Miss Reid, that you must have had some wins along the way, and those wins have cherished your heart and put a smile in your soul. What are some of the wins that you would have had, and how has that shaped your outlook in business?
Wow. Wins that we would have had. So firstly, the number one would have been to expand geographically into 3 Caribbean countries through strategic partnership, namely Trinidad, St. Lucia, and Grenada. So we are grateful for that. We are also grateful for the ability to expand to even 2 more Caribbean countries within the next 2 years. So that for us is a win. Through the Institute of JAR, I would have been selected as a JMMB Powerful Woman in Business. So that is something good. We have also been selected for the Bronson Entrepreneurship Program. We have also been selected, the Institute of JAR, to represent Jamaica in 2022 for the Young Leaders of Latin America and the Caribbean, which is a program for entrepreneurs. So what it has done for me, those wins, it has assured me as an entrepreneur, as a company, that we're doing something right to be recognized by these giants in society.
And certainly you have been doing something that is applaudable, and we want to thank you for your continued contribution to the society. Beyond what you have mentioned so far, what are some of the other factors or strategies you want to tell our listeners who are in business and want to take the business to the next level, or the persons who are desirous to enter into business, what are some of the strategies and gems that you want to share with them?
I'd say first and foremost, put God first. In everything that you do, put God first. If you ask me how it is that I started my entrepreneur journey, my only answer could be that it's God, God's guidance, God's support, God's strength over my life. So if you desire to start a business, I would definitely say put it to God in prayer. Let Him lead it. Let Him direct you on that path. Also, in starting a business, ensure that you have the right team from day one, because your team can make or break you in business. Ensure that you have a business plan, a sound business plan that will tell you what does your business looks like in 5 years. And guys, make sure your business registered. There are a lot of opportunities that exist for businesses, but it is only for businesses that are registered. So ensure that your businesses are registered.
Yeah, so expound a little bit. What are some of the benefits of registering those businesses, those opportunities that you make mention of? Could you expound a little bit for us?
Right, so if you have a registered business, one, you can definitely reach out to JBDC. There are grants that are available, free money that is available, grants. You don't have to pay back. There are also reduced loans that are available through JBDC. You also have the Development Bank that also offer grants and loans available to entrepreneurs. There are opportunities through the Association of Young Entrepreneurs, which I am also a part of. And there is the Academy for Women Entrepreneurs. But again, I say to you, register your business for the opportunities.
For the opportunities. So those persons that you would have trained and educate, do you help them with their business plans as well?
Right, so what we do, we have a course
Yes.
that is specifically geared. So we have our entrepreneurship course and our facilitator who is more than able, more than capable. He guides them through the process of starting a business. So I know students who would have done our entrepreneurship course, they're over the moon based on the invaluable knowledge and experiences, because we've had students who have started their businesses as a result of doing the entrepreneurship course as well.
Okay, so what we're hearing, listeners and viewers, is that you start the program, you're certified. She has persons there who are there to help you to have your business plan and also help you to register the business, so that the avenues and access to funding is open to you. That once that access and funding is open to you, there's also there to guide you along the way as you traverse, as you walk the path through that journey into making your business a success. Too long in Jamaica, too long in the business world, we have had persons who start business, who don't start business on the solid ground. But here you have the Institute of JAR holding your hand, walking you along the way so that you're able to succeed. And that myth that once you start your business, the greater percentage of those businesses will fail in year 1 to year 3. Not for the Institute of JAR. Mrs. Alexander Reed is saying to you, we will hold your hand, we will empower you so that your business will survive and be sustainable. So let's tell us, what's next for the Institute of JAR?
So what's next is, in the next 2 years, our goal is to expand to 2 other Caribbean countries, as well as to develop a learning management platform that will enable our students to access our course globally, not just in Jamaica or regionally, but globally. So that's what is in the pipeline for us at the Institute of JAR. And more recently, next week, Saturday, we have our Women in Business brunch, because apart from doing courses, we also facilitate events that empower women to become financially and socially independent. So next week Saturday, that is April 27th, we literally only have 5 tickets available. 5 tickets available for next week Saturday for persons who are interested in coming to our Women Empowerment Brunch, for women who are in business, women who want to get that motivation to continue, women who are looking for opportunities to continue. We're going to be sharing grant opportunities. We're going to be sharing funding opportunities for persons who have been searching for help and need the help. We have persons who are going to be there that will be assisting you. We have the JBDC who's going to be in the house. We have Kalila Reynolds, who is our keynote speaker. And of course, we have the indomitable Tishana Mullings, who's going to be our host for the day. So definitely it's a day that's going to be filled for our women in business. So we just look forward to see all the women in business in Jamaica right there, April 27th.
Yes, you made mention of the fact that you were looking to expand in other Caribbean islands. What were some of those islands that you're looking to go into?
So we're now looking to expand into Cayman, and we're looking to expand into Barbados.
Excellent. So, viewers and listeners, those who are listening to the Business End show, she is coming your way. She's coming to the Cayman Islands. She's coming to Barbados. I know we have a lot of viewers and listeners there. So I want to encourage you that when she comes, take up the opportunity to get certified, to get trained, and start your business. Tell me, where and how can persons find you?
So you can visit our website at www.instituteofjar.com, or you can visit us on all social media platforms at the Institute of Jar. You can also contact us at 876-533-0104, and I know that our team is willing and ready to hear from you.
There you have it, our conversation, our chat with Mrs. Alexander Reid and the Institute of Jar. And she says she has a conference coming up and limited space, limited tickets available. So what you should do is go ahead, go over and contact her and her team so that you can be a part of that conference. Now, we want to thank you for sharing with us. We're certainly inspired. We're certainly edified from your chat this afternoon. We want to know, dissect some of the gems that we would have uncovered here with the chat with Mrs. Alexander Reid from the Institute of Jar. She says your team is very, very important. Can't stress that enough. Your greatest resource is your human resource. She says, register your business. There are opportunities out there when you register your business. There's grants. In fact, your clientele and your customers take you a little bit more serious when you have your business registered. You have now opened yourself to access the funding when your business is registered. When you have systems in place, she mentioned systems. When you have systems in place, you're able to scale up, and the scalability from those systems help your business to propel you to the next level. Believe in yourself and continue to grow. With institutes such as Institute of Jar, you're able to have no more excuse, because you're able to be certified, you're able to be trained in entrepreneurship, and that is what we want to empower our listeners and viewers. Take the opportunity and believe in yourself and expand as you go forward and watch God work. She's a woman of faith. She says God must be at the center. We are nothing without God. Ensure that God is at the center of your business. And once He is at the center of your business, there is no limit that you can't reach. All things are possible to them who love the Lord. We want to encourage a business owner. We encourage somebody that is desirous of entering into business. Place God at the center. Place God at the center of your business and watch it grow. You can contact us on our socials. This is at the Business End Show. We are on YouTube. We are on Instagram. We are on Spotify. We are on TikTok. We want to thank you. We want to encourage you. This is the Business End Show tribe. Literally, you are the best. So continue to be your increasing best. Thank you.
Master Coach Apostle Courtney McLean and Business Coach Zidane Simister are powered up to share their expertise on the business end. But don't forget to tell a friend or a colleague, and of course have your tools on hand, your notebook and your pen. Classes are in session every Tuesday, 3:30 on Gospel JA for the business end. Master Coach Apostle Courtney McLean and Business Coach Zidane Simister await you.